Meet me, I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hear nothing they to say. Let us talk about it. My whole crew is about 100 deep.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Rams and the Broncos. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit CD at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go?
And off we go from Denver. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense, and they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
He can't get him down, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. That's returnable now for Smith. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. But the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his 2nd season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 37.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there, because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Rams' 35-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. A quick throw, but incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, What would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Marr able to put this one through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll get this down to the 41. That one goes for 8 yards.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Stafford on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's a 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. He starts with a give to Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Stuck for a loss by the linebacker, Josie Jewell. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Here's Smith to return it. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver's offense now set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The tight end in motion right. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Wilson now off the bootleg. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old-school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons. And
he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to extend their lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Great effort by Alex Singleton as he finishes that play off. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stafford on 3rd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. A give to Williams, running right. And shedding through the tackle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Rams' 39-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Wilson, option right. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Here's Wilson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. He had a man against him, and it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The kick by Marr is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play. 3rd and 7 now. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Stafford. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is set away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Patrick. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he will have the Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. This now a 3rd and 4. Again, Wilson. Flush to his right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Wilson. Throw out wide is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, but still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In
all
our
right,
game,
Coach,
expect to see the
you.
starters for at least one more drive, something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Well, the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Williams to start the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're...
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Stafford to his #1 guy Cup for a Los Angeles first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Play action. Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Complete to Tutu Atwell. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Los Angeles.
Now a give. Akers running left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. On second down, Williams. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here's Wilson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 2nd and 7.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they'd struggled throughout this one.
On first down, it's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down and just a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking deep downfield, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. They run with a former Bengal. It's Samaje Perine. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Rams' 33-yard line.
They'll run again with Perine. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Here is 3rd down and 4. The backup Stidham, his first throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
A 50-yard attempt.
Marr able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Another carry for Michel on second down. Dances by at the 20. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Good effort to spin free from that first wave, but they still hit him behind the line of scrimmage. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Now they'll look to throw with Bennett. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. And Bennett will try to throw for this. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. Still down 10.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 28-yard line.
Play action. It's DiNucci. That caught by Manhertz. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 1st and 10. Here's Bennett. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Bennett to the air on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Bennett now. To Michelle on the screen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 1st down, Bennett. He'll get this underneath to Michelle. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. It's Bennett going to have another throw here. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. To throw is Bennett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And Denver getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. A give left side for P. Ryan. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter break.
And he's going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the camper.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. On second down, P. Ryan.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis.